3 different guns that pack a lot of firepower. The AR-15, the Sig Sauer, and the Winchester shotgun.
Just the way it's designed is going to be a little more accurate than the AR-15.
21, 22, 23, 24.
We went to find out how long it takes to fire 30 rounds from an AR-15. One expert, Clive Morgan, fired off 30 shots in just 14 seconds.
So they got holes on them.
But Morgan says the AR-15 is still not as lethal as a traditional shotgun.
Now, you just saw what an AR-15 would do. Now let's see what a 119-year-old shotgun would do. All right.
It took about 8 seconds to shoot 6 shells from his Winchester shotgun. Morgan says that shotgun could still do a lot more damage than the AR-15.
I shot 6 rounds with the semi-auto shotgun. That's, what, 126 pellets versus 30 bullets. AR-15, the bullet can do more damage than a piece of buckshot. But if I were in a room full of people or a stadium, all of these pellets would hit somebody.
When you put the weapons side by side, looks can be deceiving. This is the bullet that the Browning rifle fires, and the AR-15, it shoots a much smaller round.
The FBI says the terrorist used a rifle similar to the AR-15 called the Sig Sauer MCX when he killed 49 people and injured dozens more inside a gay nightclub in Orlando. Contrary to popular belief, the AR-15 does not stand for assault rifle. The letters and number stand for Armalite Rifle Design 15. That long gun was first used in the Vietnam War. Later, the company modified it to sell it in the civilian market.
On the AR-15, it's a semi-auto. It's a lot lower recoiling, so it's more enjoyable to shoot. And when you load it, you have to pull that back and charge it.
Gun rights supporters say the media is causing confusion by the terms they use. In some states, the AR-15 is considered an assault rifle, but experts we spoke with in Mississippi say it's a hunting rifle. But the big question is, after mass killings like the ones in Orlando and Istanbul, is why do people need to have a gun that can unload so many bullets so quickly?
In my opinion, it's not needed, but it is a right to own, and the conversation ends there.
We've all heard the fight in Washington to ban the guns or regulate who can buy them.
We have to do something. We absolutely having too many people getting killed in this country by guns. We have absolutely too many getting killed with assault weapons with the high capacity magazines.
Surely we can agree. If the FBI is watching you for suspected terrorist links, you should not be able to buy a gun with no questions asked.
But Morgan says the high-powered weapons like these are a guarantee from the Constitution.
I need something fairly equivalent to what the military has, which sounds ridiculous.
So that citizens can defend themselves if the government goes too far.
Because people fear the government wants to ban them or take them away. And, you know, most of us feel like this is part of our Second Amendment.
Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump says civilians need the firepower to protect themselves and to keep the bad guys in their place.
And one of the people in that room happened to have it and goes boom, boom.
And then
Right.
that weapon is used
Right.
in civilian life.
To mass slaughter American citizens. If I had a yes or no answer, I would be thrilled to give it to you. I'm still working through this too, but paramount is my ability to protect myself from my government.
Ross Adams, 16 WAPT News.